It was quite a big show, a lot of music. I love how you keep yawning.
I just keep yawning. It's not when you. It's because if I can't, it's not a thing to do with you.
I think we were inspired a lot by playing live shows, because we did that for quite a long time, 2.5 years, 3 years, and you learn a lot about your own music when you play around the world, you play every night. And so when we came to the end of touring, we had a good idea of the types of songs we needed to fit in with the ones we already had.
We just drew from a lot of experiences that we had, and also we tried to push things forward, and we were sort of influenced by trying to make something that would push us forward from the first record, and something exciting for everybody, and make things bigger, more intense, more dramatic, and that was the key thing, I think. Exile. We had the title before we wrote the record, and it was the first thing we had before there was any music, and it was a very vivid title because there's lots of themes that go with Exile. It's like freedom, isolation, fear, all this sort of thing that we thought was a perfect topic to write an album on.
When we did the first one, we were still unemployed for the first half of it, and still living in Manchester. We never really been out of Manchester, so
I was just
yawning. So yeah, massively, yeah, because we've been around the world now. We got to 2-3 years of touring. Been to 50 countries, something like that.
Yeah, it's like living in a dream world most of the time. But then when we come to write music, it's very real again, and we find that process very difficult and very sort of, it's very introspective, and so as soon as we start to write music, nothing's changed because we do it in the same way. We still have the same struggles with it, and we still give everything to it. So
it's a good reality check writing music, isn't it? Cause for us, because you could easily lose your mind if you just toured constantly, as we did after like 2 years. But if you did that without writing, you'd really have a problem. But the writing is what grounds us really, and keeps us human, and keeps us focused on what we are, which is songwriters.
We met about 8 years ago, 7-8 years ago, something, in Manchester. We just met outside a nightclub about 4 o'clock in the morning, and then we sort of talked to each other, and our friends were fighting each other, so instead of fighting, we decided to talk, and then we decided to start. We talked about a band, and then we asked if we were both in bands, and we weren't, and then we made a plan then, and then the next day we sort of followed it up, and then we sort of never stopped. So for 7 years, yeah.
Well, this album we've started just wearing black, so we've taken our colour palette from 3 colours, black, white and grey, to just black.
It's just easier. It's an easy way to mask a hangover as well. If you dress smart, no one knows anything. It's something we always care about. It makes you feel good about the world. It makes you feel like the world's a different place when you dress a certain way, and something we enjoy. We just want to keep going and keep travelling around and playing our songs, and we've got the tour. We come to Stockholm, and then we do festivals in the summer, and then more gigs, and hopefully just go around the world again and get the chance to meet people and sort of do what we do. That's the plan, really.
Let's try and reach more people. That's the idea, really.
Yeah.
Because it's very addictive, that idea. Because when we started the band, we didn't think anyone would like us. And then once you realise your music touches people and means something, then you want to mean something to more people.
And you want to go to the weirdest, but we like to try and go to the strangest places. We've not been to Africa yet, parts of like the Middle East.
Greenland.
Because we go to Siberia and Russia and Taiwan and Iceland and places like that, but we need to cover the other half of the world. India. We'd like to do a gig in India.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's perfect. Thank you.